I want to share a secret as to why you are not in the receivership of more money in your bank account. And I'm not only going to share the secret, I'm going to share the formula to open up the floodgates for more money to flow into your life. But before I get going, good morning, Tanya Pluckrose here from Rich Results Mindsets. I'm all about helping you master your mind so you can master your life. And today I'm going to help you master your bank account. But before I get going, look, if any of my content is resonating with you, it's surprising and delighting you, then please consider subscribing. Oh, and if you fancy having a bit of a conversation, leave your comments below. I love having some delightful conversations with each and every one of you in the comments. It really does support me to continue to do this work. And this work really is to pass on Bob Proctor's teachings. He was my mentor for many, many years. And so I've made it a promise to him, and that I will continue his work by teaching what he taught me. Okay, let's get going with this video. So I want to share a personal story with you and how I came up with my own solution to my own problem. And I'm going to be very vulnerable with you right now. So I have been praying a lot. I understand a lot of the workings of the conscious and subconscious mind. I definitely know how to program the subconscious mind for more money, for more income. But over a period of time, I have been curious as to why my bank account constantly has been staying the same for a little bit. I've been wondering about that. So I asked God, you may want to call God the universe, spirit, source, infinite intelligence. I just ask, what is stopping me right now from increasing my income? What is it? Because I'm doing everything else that I have been taught by Bob. I'm doing a lot of service. I'm just curious, what else is there? And then I got the answer. And the answer came from a very unexpected source. I was reading a book by Joseph Murphy, a great thought leader on metaphysics. And so out of the blue, the page opened up. I didn't open it. I just opened up the book. And what I saw was that this paragraph was on resentments and envy. Resentments and envy. And how if you have these characteristics, then you are putting a kink in the hose for more money to come into your life. And so I started reading it, and then I had the awareness, and I did feel rather shameful in that moment. I did have the awareness that I've been putting a kink in my very own hose, because I'm all about, and I love leaving increase with everyone, but there are some people out there that are doing the same line of work as I am, who are also passing on Bob Proctor's teachings, and they have done very, very well in their businesses, attracting and serving clients. And I realized that every time in a certain community I belong to, I see their names pop up with more and more success, and I feel this kick in my stomach of first of all, I go on a rampage of self-loathing, like, what's wrong with you? Why can't you figure this out? See, you could be like them. What's wrong with you? So I not only beat myself up, but secondly, I am defaming them, or not giving them more increase. And I only became aware of this over the last few days, and I'm so glad I asked the question, because I had the courage to see the answer. and do something about it. And so I have now been in the habit of, whenever I see any of my colleagues doing really, really well, I'm in the habit now of wishing them even more wealth, more success, more money, more of everything, really celebrating them. And I'm not just doing it when I see their names pop up on social media, but I'm also doing it behind closed doors when no one is watching. And I'm doing it in the morning, I'm doing it at night, wishing them well. And I got to tell you, there is an atonement starting to take place inside the boardroom of my mind. And I realized that when you give increase to others, when you wish them even more success, money, and abundance, really what you're doing is that you're putting out such a great cause that the effect must come back. Now, I don't know when, I don't know how, but I do know I want to be healed of the spiritual sickness I have, this anomaly within me of maybe resentment or jealousy. I don't know which one it is, but I'm a work in progress. I'm always working to be the best version of myself, to become the person I've always wanted to be. And little did I know I had this weakness that I am prepared to close the gap, the weakness within my character, close that gap that I had no idea was getting in the way of my success. So please, take what you like, leave the rest. But we often think it's the hard work and effort that's going to make the money. But I do believe it's more an inside job, always something to do with our thinking. And when you fix that, the kink in the hose is released and the water can flow again, or the money can flow again. Leave your comments. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for listening, and I will see you soon. Bye.